Hi, I'm Simon and I'm the performance coach of the No Limit Gaming esports team. In this video series we're going to talk about how movement, nutrition, recovery and mindset can improve your esports performance. And in today's video we're going to talk about movement. The most important factor when it comes to movement as an esports player or a gamer is that you're not moving at all while you're playing or performing. But actually our bodies aren't made for this. We didn't evolve to go upright, to be sitting at the desk for 10 hours. And that's why we're going to talk about a couple of factors that can improve your esports performance and which we're going to show you with our team captain Lecker today. The first exercise Lecker and I are going to show to you is glute bridging, and it comes in 3 variations. The first variation is like just lying on your back and having the feet on the floor and also the back of the head on the floor. Now Lecker's going to move up his hip until his hip is completely extended, while he's not overextending his lower back. He's going to move back down until he almost touches the floor again. This is the easiest variation. The second variation, he has his arms in the air, so his coordination skills are challenged a little bit more. And he's gonna still do the same movement, he's gonna move up and down. And it becomes a little more challenging. The third variation, which is the toughest, includes that he's extending one of his legs. And then only one part of his hip has to work. He's gonna move up and down with his hip. And when he really wants to make it very strenuous, he can also extend his arms overhead now, which is gonna be the most challenging part. If you want to do this exercise, you can do it 2 to 3 times a week and do 20 to 30 repetitions while doing 3 sets and about 60 seconds of break in between. You can just choose the activity level that feels the most natural to you and that is challenging you. So if the first variation is already challenging, do that and then move on to the further variations if you're feeling better or if it becomes easier for you. The second exercise we're going to show you is a plank, and it's there to strengthen your core muscles. Lecker's going to show you how to perform it. You're going to move up with your butt and only your toes and your forearms are going to touch the floor. You're going to hold this position while your spine is completely in a neutral position. Your head is extended and also your legs are extended. Do this exercise until you can do 3 sets of at least 1 minute until you move on to the second variation, which we're going to show you now. You're going to move up with one leg and then alternate to the other side. This is going to be more of a coordinative challenge and more of a core challenge for you too. And do this also until you can do 3 sets of 1 minute. Now that we talked about strengthening and activating your glutes and core muscles, I'm going to show you some exercises that also improve your mobilization and your spine and your posture. The first exercise is a spine rotation, and you're going to go down to your knees and on your hands, and Lecker's going to take his right arm and go below his body as far as he can, and then move all the way up, look after his hand, back up to the top. This exercise is really important if you want to mobilize your upper spine, which can be in a rounded position while you're playing. So it's really important to activate your muscles up here and to mobilize your spine. You can do this exercise in the morning just to get started or in between sessions where you're playing. So this can really be a huge contributor to your posture and prevent pain. The next exercise Lecker and I are going to show you is there to extend your upper spine. And he's going to move his hands onto the wall, basically around the height of his shoulders. And he's going to put his butt back and extend his upper spine while keeping his head in a neutral position. If you want to do it harder, you can also put your hands further up and then move into the same position, but really make sure to put the butt back and really extend that spine here. You can do this exercise for 10 to 15 times and you can just do it in the morning or in between your breaks. The last exercise we're going to show you is there to mobilize your hip flexors. Obviously, when you're playing and sitting a lot, you have to make sure that you have not that tight hip flexors. And you can counter this by using the couch stretch to mobilize your hip flexors. So Lecker's gonna perform the exercise. He's gonna put one heel or one foot on the front of the couch and have the other foot right below his knee. Then he's gonna engage his core to activate the core muscles and then move to the front a little bit, and he's gonna feel a stretch in his left hip flexors. Go back and forth for 30 to 60 seconds and do it for 3 sets in total. And you can actually do it every day. Second variation, Lecker takes his left arm overhead and then he's gonna move forward while making sure that his core stays engaged and he doesn't overextend his lower back. So what's important to consider here is that movement doesn't have to be a workout for you as an esports player, but just going out for a walk or for a swim or doing a workout session in the gym can be some sort of recovery for you where you're mentally and emotionally balanced. And it's something really, really important to consider also when you want to play with other people, that you're kind of calm and emotionally balanced. And movement can definitely translate to this. Although movement can have a lot of benefits for your overall mental state, when it comes to those coordination skills, you have to really make sure that you work specifically on those skills. And this can be only maintained if you actually work on it in the game or on specific softwares that are there for different kinds of games. For Counter-Strike, for example, certain aiming maps where you can actually train those skills and become better at reacting and also building up these neural connections so that it comes more natural to you and you will naturally become a better reactor and a better gamer.